Welcome back. Glad you're here. So, you've all heard the saying, the grass is greener on the other side. But is it really, though? I'm an expat living in Australia, and people have asked me many times, why would you leave California? Why, how could you leave such a beautiful place to come here? And my answer is always the grass isn't always greener. The grass isn't always greener on the other side. The grass just looks different. There are wonderful things about living in Southern California, but there are also wonderful things about living in Sydney, Australia. And there are also negative aspects on either side. And it comes down to you, it comes down to me in this instance to decide, what do I want to live with? Which obstacles, which challenges would I rather have surrounding me? Those here in Sydney or the ones I face in Southern California is really just a matter of choice. In some instances, we can make bad choices. In some instances, we can make better choices. But either way, we're going to learn from those choices, and we will see the grass as green wherever we're at if we have a growth mindset. That's what we need to talk about today. So, growth mindset. Growth mindset says that any skill can be learned. It may be difficult, it may take time and effort, but any skill can be learned. Feedback is beneficial, and that's what helps us to grow. Now, me, I'll be the first person to tell you that I do not like criticism. I do not like confrontation. And confrontation, or criticism, really, for me, it feels like confrontation. But what am I really being confronting with? Confronted with. I'm confronted with myself, I suppose. My own mistakes. And I'm having to be accountable, for the mistakes that I made. But really, if we are willing to listen to that criticism, that feedback, we're going to grow from it. So, also a growth mindset says, I love that you did so well. You're inspiring me. So, on the other hand, the opposite of the growth mindset is the fixed mindset, which says, these are the abilities that I have. This is how I was born. This is all I can do. I can't do more than that. So there's no room to grow in that type of mindset. This type of mindset says, tell me I'm smart. Don't give me any negative feedback. So when you're flying on an airplane, if you've ever flown on an airplane, you'll know at the beginning of the flight, then they'll have an emergency procedure demonstration, and they'll tell you what to do in case of an emergency. And one of the things they tell you is that in the event of emergency, an oxygen mask will fall from the ceiling. And now what they tell you is that you need to apply your own oxygen mask first before helping anyone else. That includes your children and your great grandmother. Why is that? Because if you do not apply your own oxygen mask first, then you may be incapacitated and you won't be able to help anyone else. So for me, this illustration, is part of my growth mindset. We have to know that we have to work on ourselves. We need to study ourselves. We need to examine our own actions and our own behaviors and see how we can adjust them, make adjustments, make corrections so that we not only help ourselves, we can help other people. So I may not have explained that exactly the way I wanted to. I'm feeling a little bit off today. No excuses. You can criticize me and give me feedback in the comments. But the point is, if we want to help people in any situation, or if we want a situation to change, we can't just, focus on, what someone else is doing to affect the change. We have to take a look at ourselves. What can I do to affect change? How can I improve the situation? Whether I'm a follower or a leader, how did I contribute to the outcome? Or how will I contribute to our goal? So I'm going to leave it at that because I feel like my words are not flowing like I want them to. So I hope you got something from this video. Look for me next time. See ya. Yeah, I know it's so hard to throw away. The clouds will open up, blue skies are willing. Back on your feet again, lift your head, hold it high. You wanna run it back, but you can't. Turn the tide, you start to feel like you're losing your shine. The grass ain't always greener on the other side.